It is the oldest and largest courthouse in Texas. All right, I gotta honk my horn. All right. We've been on the natural flow of the San Antonio River, and now we're in a spot that isn't natural. This is the flood control channel. This part of the river is 15 feet deep, okay? It's 15 feet deep. We got a floodgate back there, we got a floodgate right here, we got a floodgate coming up. That we can manipulate those gates, and that's how we protect the Riverwalk from flooding. Look right here in front of the boat at this bridge coming up. Look at this bridge coming up. If you look up there, you'll see that there's a chain link fence up there. There's one on both sides of the bridge. And if you look even closer, you'll see it's covered with locks. It's covered with locks, top to bottom, side to side. Well, that is what you call a love lock bridge. And I can't think of anything more romantic than that. Because I know that anytime I'm falling in love, eventually I say, sweetie, let's go to Home Depot. We gotta go get a lock. Now, when you get that lock, you scratch your name on it. You scratch your sweetie's name on it. You go up there and you lock it to that fence. Then you take the key and you throw it into the river. Right? Now you're up there forever. Unless, if you go up there and look, and I have, about a quarter of those locks are the combination kind, where you don't need a key, right? Yeah. And being a guy, I've totally figured it out. The guy's going back to the lock, right? Because when he bought it, he goes, this thing's $13. You know, I could use this on the shed or at the gym, the side gate, you know. Actually, you'll never know. Unless I love lock bridge. One of the things that we don't promote enough in San Antonio, I really wish we would promote it more, is our beautiful San Fernando Cathedral. Look here on the left side of the boat, some stone steps going up. Look about 150 yards out, and you'll see the building there with the flags on top. And then look to the left of it over there. See those two stone towers? That is our San Fernando Cathedral. It opened up in 1731. It's the oldest church in Texas. It was built by 16 families from the Canary Islands. It's beautiful inside, it's beautiful outside. You're maybe an 8-10 minute walk away from it at the end of the tour. I always just beg people to go look at it because it is so gorgeous. It needs some love. You know, it's an active Catholic church, but you know, anybody's welcome to go inside. Right in front of the boat is a big old tree. See that big tree? That is the largest tree on our Riverwalk. It is over 90 feet tall. It's over 25 feet around, and it could be as much as 1,000 years old, that tree. All right, we're going through a floodgate here. Again, we can close this off and block off the river if we need to. If you look up top, you'll see motors and gears and stuff like that. There's a big heavy metal door up in there that slides down and can block off the river. If that thing came down on our boat, it would cut us right in half. We would sink for sure. We do test it every evening at 6:19. So if you're in the area, you can give us a call. I gotta hurry. Alright, in 1921 we had a big flood. We had a big flood. Over 50 people killed, millions in damages. 1921. Now, here on the left side of the boat, that is currently the Jewelry Inn and Suites. But in 1921, it was the city public service building. If you look inside, you'll see some light fixtures hanging there on the second level. Can you see them hanging up there? The floodwaters were touching those light fixtures. On the right side of the boat is the historic Esquire Tavern. The Esquire Tavern opened up in 1933. It opened up right at the end of Prohibition. It's the oldest bar in the Riverwalk, and it has the longest wooden bar in Texas at 108 feet.
Oh, wow.
Coming up on the right side of the boat, you'll see a boat dock getting ready to take out some folks on tour. That is the Aztec Theater dock. Ironically, it's named the Aztec Theater dock because it's underneath the Aztec Theater. The Aztec Theater opened up in 1926. At the time, it showed silent movies. It was down for a little bit, needed repairs, but now it's back and it shows live performances of all sorts in our beautiful Aztec
以前你好似喺
Theater.
呢度上㗎。
Now, Robert Hugman was the architect of our river walk and the flood control system that protects it. So to honor Mr. Hugman, we named the bridge we're about ready to go underneath Hugman Bridge. But unofficially, it's got another name. Salinas Bridge. Yes, Salinas Bridge. Anybody ever see that 1997 movie Selena? Right? Yeah, of course. Jennifer Lopez, right? Very young Jennifer Lopez in the lead role. She's very young. She put one of her first roles. And in that movie, she was sitting right there. She was sitting right there on top of that bridge. And in that scene, that young Jennifer Lopez, her character had just gotten married. You know, back in the days when Jennifer Lopez was, you know, kind of an amateur at getting married. On the left side of the boat is La Mansione. La Mansione is a luxury hotel that opened up in 1968, but parts of that building go back over 100 years before that. Starting in 1853, that was the St. Mary's boarding school for boys. After that, a couple of different versions of St. Mary's University. Of course, St. Mary's University is still going strong here in San Antonio. All right, I have the slowest boat tonight. It is so slow, so I'm going to let my friend Dora go by. Normally, I don't run the boat full throttle. This has been full throttle the whole time, and I'm still going very slow.
哦，到啦，到過啦，我喺度停咧。哦，因為太明啊，我哋俾佢過先。
Everybody, I'm going to show you the most unusual thing in San Antonio. Possibly the most unusual thing in any city you will ever go to. Okay? But if you do not follow my direction, you'll miss it. Okay? So be ready. And again, I'm glad I'm not trying to go put out a fire or something. Stay in your seat. Alright, in order to see this very unusual thing, you have to start looking at Bubba Gump Restaurant. Look at Bubba Gump Restaurant here on the left side of the boat, okay? Look at Bubba Gump, look at Bubba Gump. Alright, everyone just keep looking at Bubba Gump. I don't want you to miss it. Look at Bubba Gump. Now what I want you to do is look way on top of Bubba Gump, way up high, at that random freestanding 23-story wall. Isn't that weird? And people say all the time, Pete knows that. But is that a tourist attraction? I don't know. I know if you go in that window right there, you just fall out the other side. No, you don't. Just kidding. Actually, there's a bunch of walls on that building. That is the former Nick's Hospital. It's kind of a little optical illusion as you go by. The Nick's Hospital opened up in 1930. At the time, it was the tallest hospital in the country. Literally the coolest hospital in the country. Because it was the first building like that in the country that had air conditioning. It's been closed for a bit. It's coming back as a hotel. The hotel right in front of the boat is the Hyatt Regency. The Hyatt Regency opened in 1981. On the other side of the Hyatt is the Alamo. The Alamo sits on the other side of the Hyatt. You can walk right through the lobby and get to the Alamo. Behind me is the west. The west, where the sun sets, okay? All right. Well, before they started building that hotel, local folks are going like, hey, hold on a minute. How high you guys going with that building? The Hyatt folks are like, what do you care? Well, when the sun sets at night, your building cannot cast a shadow on the Alamo. That would be disrespectful to the defenders. The Hyatt folks went, you know what, we can dig that, we'll do tests. And they did tests. And they come up, they could go more than 16 stories. If they went more than 16 stories, they'd cast a shadow on the Alamo. So that's why it stopped at 16 stories. Now, by the name of our city, San Antonio, you know that we have deep, rich Hispanic heritage, of course. Mexico, Spain, Portugal. But what a lot of folks